I really fucking hate you, OBS. Once again, cock blocking me. Alright, I'm gonna go fix the settings. Audio. Back into audio. There's your look into behind the scenes at the IRS. Now, back to our program.
Well, I wrote this song for the Christian youth. I want to teach kids the Christian truth. If you want to reach those kids on the street, then you gotta do a rap to a hip-hop beat. So I gave my sermon an urban kick. My rhymes are fly, my beats are sick. My crew is big and it keeps getting bigger. That's 'cause Jesus Christ is my nigga. Woo. He's a life changer, miracle arranger, born to the virgin mom in a manger. Water to wine, he's a drink exchanger, and he died for your sins. I preach the word, that's my gig, and I rhyme better than Notorious Big. All the other MCs, I wish them well, but if you live in sin, you burn in hell. Now I'ma pass the mic to my lovely wife. She's a fly MC and the light of my life. So to bust a rhyme without further ado, take it away, Mary Sue.
Jesus Christ is my nigga. He's the son of the original G. And he was sent to earth to elucidate the way that we should be.
What?
Like if another MC says you're a freak, you're a lame butt rapper and your rhymes are weak. I don't get mad and I don't critique. I forgive him and turn the other cheek. I don't blaspheme and I don't brag. I don't cuss and my pants don't sag. I do exude a little Christian swag and I'm proud to be an American.
Jesus Christ is a nigga.
Let his light shine through ya.
Let his love pop a cap in your butt and say hallelujah. Jesus Christ is a nigga. He's a homie MC, JC, you see. He's an honest, caring, peace-loving nigga like me. If you do drugs and you think you're cool, you need to come to Sunday school. Put those drugs in a garbage can. Stand up tall, you're a Christian man. Word up. I'm freestyling.
Hit me.
Yeah. The West Dubuque, Second Church of Christ, rapping for Jesus. You gotta love it. Well, you don't gotta love it, but, you know, you might want to. I mean, how many of us out there would love to say that Jesus is my nigga? Hell yeah. I know I do. Although I'm still trying to figure out, I was trying to set up the show, and when I went to set it up, I was in somebody else's Discord talking. So I went ahead and tried to set it up, and I have no idea why it automatically started broadcasting. They've tweaked and changed a couple of things on YouTube. Because you used to be able to hit the go live, and then you could set up the stream to start at a specific time. Well, apparently it went live, and apparently, even though I was in somebody else's Discord, it started broadcasting. I don't understand it. I don't think I ever will understand it. I'll try to stay away from it. Yeah, trying to get in a little snack before. I guess that's not going to work. I am not yet out of the bourbon soaked cherry cordials. And good God, it was delicious. So, I am possibly the worst host at 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time because I'm sitting here trying to eat a granola bar. They're called hemp, yeah. And they're made with like flaxseed and sunflower seed and hemp. No, they don't have THC. They don't even have CBD in them. They just basically, as their selling gimmick, put in hemp fiber. So I guess that'll help regulate my poop. I can only hope. Hey, good morning, the Shamus. Good morning, Ghost Dog 999. Good morning, Serrata Bantine. Good morning, K Shaw. And here I am, all by me lonesome. Although I'm sure somebody will drop in. It usually happens because, people want to prevent me from really going into deep old man rambling. And so it's like a mercy killing. So this week I was trying to get my shit together because I have way too much stuff in my house. Now, it wouldn't be way too much stuff if I could, put it places. I've got a 2-story duplex that I'm renting. And no, by the way, good morning, W.R. Colston. But when I moved in, it was with the complete and total intention that because of my mobility, it would be ranch style living. I'd just be on one floor. That's it. So I've got 2 rooms upstairs, and I decided to use one of those upstairs rooms for storing stuff. And I'm not going to get deep into it, but people know that I've been hooking up with a local online bid auction. And I bought quite a few things. I will say this, anything that I can think of that was a kitchen appliance I thought I needed, or anything I could think of that was a handcraft tool, I've got it. Anything that I thought could be possibly used for my outgoing rock hounding adventures for next year, I've got. So I'm hooked up. I also have a lot of fruit juice and flavored waters and almond milk. Just a ton of shit I got from this place. But it started clustering around me because I wasn't able to take it up the stairs. I needed help. I needed some assistance. And, Merc had shit going on with his mom, so he had to cancel. Then my nephew, who said he'd come over and help, just kind of went poof into the wind. And the one kid that I had called to see if he would help me out, unfortunately, his uncle died. He got an inheritance of like 10 grand, and so he's in the wind. So no help there. And then I had a friend of mine who said, "Yeah, I'll come over. I'll give you a hand." He's about as useful as me, but put 2 of us together, we got one decent worker. And he got sick, so I was left on my own. I figured out safely I could haul up storage tubs, or at least the stuff that's like the size of a 16 or an 18 gallon storage tub. get it up the stairs, and I could make a trip up the stairs to put it in one of the rooms. And I could do that 6 times, go up and down the stairs before I was completely worn out or before I was feeling like total shit. The very next day. By the way, good morning, gaming and yelling. So every day, and this was going on for about a week, I would make my 6 trips a day. And yeah, 6 was right. 6 was a good one because I could wake up a little bit sore, but not completely buggered. I also had stuff that was from the auction warehouse that was still in the car. So it was either, carry everything in from the car and stack it in here and then reenact an episode of Hoarders, or maybe take 1 or 2 things in from the vehicle, mark them, take them upstairs. I think the people, when they come to clear my estate, are going to be happy because of the fact that every box upstairs is labeled. Good morning and good evening, Sparky. So, there you go. That's what I've been doing for almost a full week. And good God, I've never felt older or like I'm an old man like I have in this past week. I don't think I mentioned. Thursday, I got to go and meet my new PCP, primary care physician. And I was there for almost 3.5 hours. Because the physician that I picked up is actually a teacher at Wright State University, which is one of the local universities around here. They have a college of medicine. It's kind of like the barber college, where you can go in, you get a $5 haircut, doesn't make a difference because they need the training. It's pretty much the same principle. And good morning, Best Ronnie. So I go in. They run a lot of tests. Most of them are like physical tests, stress tests, those kind of things. Not like blood or urine tests where they send you out for it, because it's a teaching college, so those facilities are not available to them. They did figure out that the things that the emergency hospital had listed as TIAs, trans ischemic attacks or mini strokes. The doctor said, well, I can tell you this right now. Those were not mini strokes. Those were actual strokes. And then he followed up with, and I'll be honest, I'm surprised you're still alive, that you've made it to this point. I'm like, well, that's kind of refreshing to hear. Thanks, Doc. And the thing that got to me most was when I went in for the weigh-in. I weighed 174 and some change. And they measured my height. And I've been like 5'10" most of my life. They measured me. And apparently I'm 5'7" now. I lost 3 inches. I have no damn idea where those 3 inches went. But they're gone now. I'm never going to get them back. And I got good posture. That's one of the things that I learned, is to make myself have good posture, because when you're all slumped over like that shit, you do that for too long and you stick that way. And as an old person, I cannot afford to stick that way, like crumpled up like an old crone. Not a fan of it. Never liked it, never will. So yeah, that's there's really, well, The only other big thing that went on is I finally got the hardware that I needed, and I put together the curio cabinet that's been sitting out on my enclosed back porch for over a month. And you know what? I will. I'll be honest. I haven't gotten back into the rhythm of the no context tweet, but I'll go ahead. This picture's kind of blurry, like an old man took it, but I'll go ahead and put this in the ward in the general chat, so you guys can see the one that I put together. And there it is. I thought it turned out nice, although I still have to go over everything, every edge of it, because good God, I don't know how this thing was handled, but it was scratched up. So I got my cherry wood stain pen, and I've done one whole side. I've done 1.5 sides currently, and I really don't need to do the back, so I've got another 1.5 sides, and then it'll look okay. Although I have a friend of mine in Michigan who's custom making door pulls for me, which I'm completely cool with that. If you guys know what labradorite is, that is what she's making my door pulls out of, which makes sense because the cabinet holds geological specimens. Rocks. And
Hey!
well, hello, gaming.
Hello.
Um,
I have food on the stove, so I'm kind of doing that. I was so jumped to say hi to AP because he was a trippy, so I want to say hi to them, and then I'm jumped back here. Yay!
is Trippy running right now?
Yeah, he's still running.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know how he has no feet, but he's stumping.
because I didn't even see him come up. That's weird.
Don't worry, I didn't see him either, but I was there at the beginning of his show, and then closer to the end of the show. At least I think he should have ended the show by now, but I think he always does that. I think he ends by 2 or something, or 1. Whatever the fuck he feels like it.
Let's see. No, he's still running.
Mm.
So, and they're probably going to keep running because, AP's over there.
AP is funny.
I think it might just be him and AP. Oh, no, Pickle's there too.
No, and B Token. Man, I didn't even say hi to B Token. Sheesh. He's one of my waifus.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he doesn't know it, but he's one of them. He's actually number 2.
Is Kaz number 1?
Like you had to ask.
Well, I did. There might be clarification in court needed.
Yeah, Cass is my number 1 for now. I did say for now, right?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, wait. Let's see. Let's hear what they're talking about.
She was a teenager.
No.
Hey, Doc Griffin, man. Screaming and yelling
Well,
walked in
the
at
last
an
time I was there,
inopportune
they were
time
talking
when we were
about getting their
nasty
buttholes
shit, dude, and then he
licked.
left, and we scared him off, and I feel bad about that now, dude. I don't think he likes me anymore.
He says AP says he feels bad about scaring you off.
Gaming still likes you, I'm sure.
Yeah, he's never done that.
Danny's not answering. See, I take that as a yes, dude.
Okay. Let's
So
see.
what other than pussy is left to talk about?
I mean, I
Well,
pitched
anyway,
it out there
Honestly,
the last time.
man,
he
I
on
was
the
getting
show.
drunk and smoking weed and
Me
watching
too.
tunes, and then I just dropped in, because I saw people here.
I just threw him a
And
like.
I'll, just jump into a conversation, so I started listening to Faith No More in the general.
Yeah. I don't know how you were getting ready.
Yeah, did you hear that I bitch
your
AP
ass
out
back.
the other day?
How'd that come about?
He disappeared rather quickly. So we were having a stream, okay, and I wasn't looking at the screen or whatever, wasn't paying attention, but I was talking with everybody.
Uh-huh.
Then I started hearing sound clips, which is like a total do not do in my stream because I do not tolerate sound clips
I
or
fucking
or whatever.
hate that.
Yeah, so I forbid it. So I started hearing some stuff like that of people that that my stream again don't talk about because I don't like drama. And I'm like, who the fuck is playing fucking stupid ass sound clips and this and that? And AP's like, well, if you want me to leave, I'll leave. And then I go, bye. You know, okay, fine. AP left. And then everybody's, what the hell did he just do? He just made AP leave. And I'm like, what? Like, I didn't know it was AP. I was like, uh-oh. I just kicked out my boss out of my own show, you know.
I mean, I will every so often request somebody to dig up a clip and play it, but it drives me nuts when people will just randomly start kicking clips.
Mm-hmm. So like he left for a little while, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm in trouble. He's gonna fire me from Las Tejas, because you know I'm like I'm the administrator of gay relations in Las Tejas, so you know got my own title over there. So I was like, God damn, he's gonna fucking fire me, you know. And then he comes back and it's like, oh, I'm back. Sorry about that. This and that. And like, well, I didn't know it was you, AP. Like, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to be mean to you. I thought it was just one of my regular people trying to be a dick to me, you know. And he's like, no, you kind of make me feel kind of bad. So I came back and I'm like, and I'm like, whoops, sorry.
Kind of sort of feel bad.
He felt some sort of kind of way, you know.
Yeah.
It was fucking hilarious.
Okay, there we go. Wow, he's got some viewership going on.
Oh yeah, what are people viewing?
Good for him. He's got over a dozen.
Hey, IRS.
Hey!
Hey, Doc Griffin. Hi, Doc Griffin.
Hey, Tribby.
Should be jumping in soon. There he is in the waiting room.
And welcome to our Lord and Savior, the Full Metal Pickle.
We're crossing the streams.
That's right. Like Ghostbusters.
Ah!
We missed gaming and yelling. We felt like we offended him in some way, and we wanted to say we're sorry.
Well, because you were talking about licking buttholes, and to me that's so disgusting.
I was talking about.
We were doing that when you walked in, though. We were
talking about wiping your butt.
Walked into.
I mean, I'm look. All I have to say is like, oh my god, when somebody's eating me out, and I'm like, oh my god, it feels so great. It's disgusting subject. It's such.
We weren't saying it felt great. We said it felt relaxing. But anyway, we won't talk
No,
about it.
I'm saying it feels great. I please every day. Please.
I don't have a butthole.
I will sit on somebody's face on a daily basis. Fuck that.
I see you decided to turn the gross out tables on us. And I appreciate the tactic, but we wanted to make sure that you were still our friends, gaming and yelling. You're important to us.
Well, I was just talking about how I just bitched you out the other day when you came to my stream.
I know he was mean. This motherfucker's been bullying me for a week now.
Yeah. I mean, stop being a bitch about it, and you won't get bullied.
Well, you stop bitching, and I'll stop being a bitch, man. What the fuck?
I can't help it from being. Do you not know who I am? Hello.
No, I really don't. Tell me more about yourself, gaming.
Well, I'm a gamer and I'm a yeller, and I work for you as well.
It seemed like it should have been obvious before now that you were going to eventually yell.
Right. And remember, I do work for you. I mean, I do get some good money out of working for you.
I mean, it's really more pleasure than work, man. It's a pleasure.
Right, it truly is. I mean, destination unknown.
I feel like I'm just giving a friend of mine money.
Right, it's fantastic. It's fantastic.
By the way, good morning to Michael Hatfield in the chat.
Well, Michael Hatfield always deserves a good morning. Are you also streaming on your channel right now, Trippy?
Yeah, I'm still live.
Yay!
I'm streaming my streaming Doc's stream on my stream.
What's the topic, Doc Griffin?
Honestly, we were just filling in the blanks. I was talking about how it sucks to get old. Because that's all I've been doing is being old. And I went to the doctors and they're like, oh, great, we're going to run a big battery of tests now. I can't talk about one set of the tests, but the others that I can talk about is I get a colonoscopy. Woohoo!
Yeah, but
it's not that bad, man. They put you to sleep. I didn't even feel like anyone had done anything to my butthole other than covered it in like a jelly when I woke up. Like it.
I'll spit on it before they do anything on me.
For the love of God, don't invite gaming and yelling here, colonoscopy. Oh, man, I had to have that done one time, man, when they were trying to figure out what's wrong with my stomach, dude. And straight up, dude, like they put you to sleep and you wake up and you didn't even know you were raped, dude.
Right.
Well,
You
see,
don't even know you were raped. You just don't even know. No
See-
butthole sting or nothing, huh?
last time
I
I've had,
expected to be sore or something, man. Like it was, and I got a pretty tight butthole, so.
well, I got one at 50 because apparently that's what you're supposed to do.
What's
And
inside your butthole?
and they also and they also did an upper GI and a lower GI, and at no time was I ever put to sleep for any of that.
No, check this out. You want to hear about a real fucking? They did an upper GI and a lower GI on me, and they were like, if we can't find what's going on with these results, we're gonna give you a pill that has a camera on it, and it'll go through your entire system, and we'll try to find out what's going on. And I'm like, you had the pill, and you still use the butthole and throat cameras?
Jeez, right?
What are you? Is this fun to you? What the fuck?
At the same time?
They're like,
I think
it just goes in there like a drill. It's a
If I
drill
recall
bit.
correctly, I think it was the same. They put me to sleep for it, so yeah, I think they did the upper and the lower like at the same time.
Jeez.
I'm sure they did one and then the other, but it was the same like sitting under anesthesia.
They go up your butthole and they go down your throat.
Dude, I've had them do worse than that now, dude. I've had them go in like my groin and through an artery and up to my fucking heart, man. Like I've had.
What's worse, that scene from Idiocracy when they're doing the test on the guy and they're like, this one goes in your butt and this one goes in your mouth. And he's like, wait a minute, no, this one goes in your butt. No, wait, no, this one. And then he's washed his mouth out with the Brondo.
I don't know why they had not put me to sleep for any one of those 3 fucking procedures. I was up.
You're an asshole, man. Dude, like they put me to sleep. Like,
God damn.
They just didn't like you.
They were like, this
We want
guy's.
you to watch.
Let me ask you this, Doc. When he was doing the lower GI on you, did the doctor put his hands on your shoulders, man?
I mean, was he rubbing your nipples?
At the end of at the end of this, did the guy say the doctor will be in a minute?
Don't worry, I'm a doctor.
No, but
Why are you dressed like a janitor? I don't understand this.
One guy walks in. We don't have any gloves today. Sorry. Or any lube.
You know, the weirdest doctor experience I had was not getting an upper or lower GI. It was going to the gynecologist with my wife when she was pregnant, because everything in a gynecologist's office, and logically, is shaped like a dick. Because the dick is, it's built to go into a
Goes in
vagina.
there.
it's what got them into it in the first place.
Wand and all that, and they have little, and they can't just use the wand on a bunch of women. They can't sterilize an electronic, so they put little condoms over it. So this dude he's fucking my wife with a dildo in a goddamn doctor's office.
Jeez.
But it's funny because everything in a gynecologist's office is shaped like a cock, because it's all made to go into vaginas.
This start getting jealous. Don't touch my wife there, doc.
Yeah, I don't like the size of that wand, man. Like, get a smaller one if you're going to use that on my wife. I don't want her to have a comparison here.
I don't want her to be worn out by the end of this.
One.
I don't want her all worn out by the end of this. I'd like something to work for me at the end, doc.
No, I don't want the black one. Give me the Irish one. Yeah, that's what I need right. That's what she's using.
Get the Asian one.
But this one can't
Bring
go all
out
the
the
way to
Asian
her
one.
cervix. Be like, man, neither can this one.
And good morning, Seamus.
Hey, what up?
Good morning.
By the way, good morning in the chat to Cybertaz too.
Yeah, Seamus, what's inside your butthole?
Welcome to Pussy Talk with Doc Griffin.
I actually didn't catch any of this.
You might be saved nightmares tonight.
I envy you. We've been talking about getting upper and lower GI invasions.
This bowl.
Yeah, they're gonna have me run the whole battery. I'm getting chest X-rays.
Because you're fucking ancient, Doc. Is that why?
Yeah, CT. Well, I haven't been to a doctor in 3 years except for emergency when I had my last TIA.
What's a TIA?
Transischemic attack. It's a they call it a mini stroke, but my doctor, the new one now, is just like, well, what you just described and what I'm seeing in the charts, you didn't have a TIA. You actually did have a stroke. And I'm like, well, okay, great.
Now
Yeah.
what? Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of those things where like, and he said directly after this, he said, I'll be honest, I'm surprised you're still alive. And I'm like, thank you, doctor. That is reassuring. And I wasn't being sarcastic because I'm just like, God damn, somebody finally is just like, hey, you're fucked. You should have been dead. You're not dead. So, hey, let's throw some more tests on you.
Somebody was finally happy you were alive, pleasantly surprised you were alive, man. Revel in that moment.
Yeah, because the place where I went, it's actually for a local college, and it's a teaching college. So the doctors there, they're always dragging along students with them. Now, it's not as bad as the time where I had surgery on my taint, and they were bringing in like literally a dozen students,
sir,
to come and take a look at my fucking.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir.
Yes.
What did you have surgery on your perineum for?
Well, because there was a lump on my perineum, and I'm like, well, what the fuck is this? And it's not feeling good.
I had a staph infection, man. They kept me in the hospital for 7 fucking days, dude. A big lump on my fucking taint, man.
Dude, that's what it was.
Yeah, me too. Because you shaved your balls, right?
Your taint buddies. Yeah.
You shaved your balls, and you got a little cut behind your fucking taint, and it's so close to your butthole that you farted and got some poo-poo material into it.
Oh, dude, it literally, I went in to this like little hospital, not like an urgent care, but like
I never thought I'd meet another one.
Right in between.
I kept that secret. What am I gonna tell people about that?
What a great day today is.
Yeah, I got an active threat going on with gaming that if he sends me Chavo Guerrero midget porn again, many times. I will send him a picture of the open wound of my taint because they cut me from my taint to my balls. The doctor who checked me out first was like, yeah, I kind of see a little lump there. Let me go ahead and I'll put a needle in and I'll draw some fluid. The minute he put it in, it ruptured it. And by the time they got me to the big boy hospital, the thing was the size of a softball.
Dr.
Wasn't like that.
You're about
More
to
like
say
a golf ball, but it was
yeah,
painful.
that didn't work out so well for you, didn't it?
Well, the funny thing about it was they were like, yeah, let's put him on this and let's put him on this so we can help out. And my wife at the time, Nursey, was sitting there listening. She's like, well, wait a minute. What did you just describe him? And they repeated it. And she's like, you assholes, it's on his chart. He's allergic to 4 out of the 5 things that you want to put him on.
That doesn't sound funny at all, Doc Griffin. You said the funny thing about it. They tried to kill you.
Well, funny is ironic, yeah.
No, that's not even what irony is. That just was incompetence.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, because they were used to the regular laundry list. But yeah, they jacked me up, man, and it's like every single. Okay, the worst part about it, did they pack your wound?
Nah, man, they didn't even have to cut it, dude.
Like,
they pumped me so full of antibiotics. Dude, I don't even want to describe it because we're on the internet, but it was not a pleasant situation, and it more or less like opened itself up and started to fall apart by itself. Like a big chunk of my flesh was able to be pulled out of me like a plug.
Taint buddies.
Yeah.
It was you never want to get it was a what did they call it? It wasn't a staph infection. It was a it's like a super staph infection. What do they call it? MRSA.
Yeah, MRSA is what they believed that I had.
And that's what I got too. They couldn't really tell me. They're like, we think it's probably MRSA.
Yeah, I got my room. I got my own room. All of a sudden, no more roomies for like the 5 days that I was there.
I was working in a warehouse, man. Like I probably had sweaty, nasty, like swamp ass and in Texas in the summertime. I probably had swampy, assy balls and any kind of like breach of the skin down there was just a fucking petri dish during the day.
Just a time bomb.
Yeah. But
I'm not saying like I didn't go home and shower up, but I was working in a warehouse in the summer in Texas, dude. It's a sweaty situation.
Well, they did their business and they sewed me up, and then the first doctor that came in automatically cut the stitches, and we're talking about 3.5, 4 inch long.
You have 3.5 or 4 inches between the back of your balls and your asshole.
It went into my balls.
Oh, you have 4 inches into your balls?
They cut into my ball sack. Yeah, and it was probably, but yeah, about 3.5, maybe 4. But I was
terrified of it getting near my ball sack, dude. That was my greatest fear. That's what made me go to the hospital. I was like, another centimeter or so, this is gonna affect my balls.
Well, I had a softball size lump, so as long as they didn't cut into my asshole, which I'm happy about that. But
I don't even know how that the math or physics works out on you having a softball between your ass and your balls. That sounds like the most terrible thing.
I was ambulatory. All I could say is I didn't have to walk anywhere. I thought I was getting ready to film some type of weird porn because my legs were spread the whole goddamn time.
Yeah, you got to show your nuts to like everybody in the hospital, dude. That was my favorite part. Every time a nurse walked in, she's like, "I need to take a look," and I was just like, "Check this shit." You got to just jump in the pool with that shit. You know, where it's like, I guess I'm just showing my dick and balls to everybody in this hospital today. All right.
Well, the first doctor that came in, he cut the sutures, and like he was doing some fucking magician's act, he started pulling cotton out of that hole like it was fucking scarves, man. I mean, there was feet of that wadding in there.
I had a tailbone cyst one time, man, when I was like, I was a young lad. I was a young buck, dude, probably 15 or 16.
This conversation is not too gross for gaming.
No. Yeah, gaming, this one he's okay with.
I'm okay with everything. I don't
shit happened, dude. They packed it with like gauze, like one long strip of gauze, and it just kind of works itself out as you heal from the inside out. And dude, that shit was like you said, like magician scarves. Like,
yeah, you want to keep pulling on it. I saw somebody remove one on YouTube. Gauze, just pulling it. They were pulling out a shoulder.
Well,
this was collarbone.
Well, dude, the first thing that I said to him was, "What? I got a tapeworm too?"
I wouldn't have said nothing, dude. I'd have been just too much in full shock about somebody pulling something out of a place of me that it wasn't supposed to come out of. Problem with that.
Dude, only time I go into shock about that shit is when they pull catheters.
Nope. Remember last year when my granddad was in the hospital, man, he was
pop it right out of there.
Issues, yeah, and that was the hardest thing to be a family member and do right by somebody you love and help them out. And I didn't put in the catheter or nothing, but you know what I'm saying. Got to help an old man walk around, move around and shit. He's got a tube, and you know where that tube's attached to, and you're just like, oh my god, I can feel it just by knowing. Like,
yep,
it was one of those things like you feel it. It's like, God.
Yeah, but they took me around, and they were like, I was on the rotation for every fucking doctor, and they would bring in their fucking med students. And I told the doctor after like the third time, I'm like, I'm charging admission, you assholes.
You should be able to. It's your body.
Yeah, I mean, and you know.
My cat wants to go out and hunt. I'll be right back.
Meow, 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 meow.
By the way, good morning to Willie Cockley. Good morning to Goatman. And of course, good morning, JJ.
Hi, JJ.
Good morning, all the people.
But
by the way, we're having such a great conversation and all.
Yeah.
But I have to go downstairs and get my delicious food because I want to continue eating and listening to this great conversation.
Oh, yeah,
is it a burrito?
No, not a burrito.
Okay. I just thought I'd do a callback that nobody will understand.
While gaming's gone, we gotta talk about how big buttholes can get.
I'm remembering why I haven't appeared on this show for at least a couple months.
Won't ever again.
Just walked in and heard how big the buttholes get. Have you ever watched a woman give birth?
Well, no, but I wouldn't expect it to come out of the butthole.
It doesn't come out of the butthole, but the butthole, for some reason, because everything out there, everything's getting blown out of that area.
I heard it looks like a horse winking.
It
looks like a horse winking at you.
The butthole does terrible things.
Oh, dude, you're one of the reasons why I started following Charlotte, whatever her name is, on Twitter.
Oh yeah.
And I completely stopped because she had one video. She had one video where she was licking an anal prolapse. And I'm just like, that is.
I'm not that hungry. Jeez.
I'm glad to have spent a couple hours
Rolled your eyes.
but I would never want to spend a couple hours like doing anything else with her.
Would you beg her?
No, that bitch is a human toilet, man. Like,
what if you fell in there, dude? What if you'd have to strap a board across your ass and her ass? And
No, she's too petite.
Get me out of her asshole, dude. I don't even want to make that phone call, man.
I mean, if there was a vacuum,
she like cell. She sucks you in there like cell. Perfect cell.
Eat you.
Yeah, I mean, I thought people shitting.
All my power gets a podcast.
Dude, I thought people shitting on people was like the worst porn that I could ever see. And when she started licking the bloom on that girl's butt, I'm just like, oh, I'm done. I am done.
That's fine.
That bitch gets paid good fucking money to lick.
Pickle gifts to that.
Though, man, like she gets paid. She gets paid to lick
you
ass
sent
money.
me. You sent gifts of
the chick's butthole eating a cookie. Oh, you're talking about Hot Kinky Joe. Hot Kinky Joe, she shoves tennis balls up there, like a lot of them, and then fires them out.
Oh, I don't know.
Little, footballs, those little rubber footballs. She was putting those up there, right in the butthole.
Firing them out.
Dude, my brother went down to Juarez, Mexico, and this girl's specialty, her trick, was that she could insert 6 pool balls, and you could call out the number on the pool ball, and that's the one she would spit out.
Impossible.
Impossible.
I think it is. I didn't see it, but I was told by more than one source because they were all there. That was the same night that they went to go see a donkey show.
She must have been able to see the colors, AP.
And the donkey got sick.
It's the only way.
I don't just ask for proof of this. I demand and want to see this happen.
Well, you know, this was the 80s, so
she's probably still active. You could probably
feel the cocaine was involved, but still, what does that
have
to do with
it?
You could feel the grains on the pool balls.
Yeah, I don't.
You think she rigged the pool ball so she could feel it with her anus and kind of work them around?
Put little weights in there or something.
She had to have.
She was tricking you with an illusion. I think I think she was sitting on like a hollow stage, and some dude was handing her the ball or sticking it. There has to be a different competitive angle going on here.
She had to have some kind of gimmick. I agree.
Great magician.
But
you could probably scratch the pool balls or something. Just scratch them on there, you know.
But I wasn't there. It was reported to me.
Man, we need you to, like, I don't want to be talking about this anymore. You lying.
Detectives, man. We gotta be pussy detectives.
Oh, he's offline, and this is not my pussy detective night, man. No.
Well, they went to
help.
Well, they went essentially to go see the donkey show, but the donkey was sick, and they asked for a volunteer from the audience, and one of the guys in my brother's platoon decided to fuck this chick.
Ew.
Yeah, I would have been like, no. Any place where a donkey has sexually been, I don't think I want to be there.
What
you get up to her, you're like, did you squeeze out all the donkey jizz before I got here?
Was he an officer?
Oh my god.
Well,
oh my
god. Well, that's probably what got the donkey sick in the first place.
I mean, yeah, people will do a lot of shit for that TRICARE, man.
Oh, good guy. Yeah, my brother. My brother.
That donkey's got great health insurance today. I'll tell you that, man. A military-dependent donkey. Woo.
I would think over and above anything else, they'd probably have the donkey insured before they'd have the stripper.
Probably.
Yeah. This mission was not the best idea. Like, what are we saying here? Like, did you do this? Is this your work?
I don't know. I'm sorry,
Seamus. This rabbit hole of anuses and
Seamus, would you take it as an insult if I said you kind of sound a little like Mundane Matt?
No, because I don't even know who that is.
Okay, good.
Cyber.
You don't really like. You sound like you maybe like a skinny mundane Matt, or like a mundane Matt who's not a cocksucker.
Cybertest says from the chat, Kimber, no.
Trust me, you can't. Like, I wouldn't start a fight with somebody because they sound similar.
Kimber is the worst woman in the world, man. Yeah, her Instagram is.
I might be guilty of that.
Trevi.
Oh, man. Dude, she's got me blocked everywhere. What's
no,
up?
No, stop talking over. Stop talking over everybody. Goddamn it!
We were all talking at the same time. We don't know which one of us you were talking to and telling him to stop talking over the other guy, Doc.
No, Trippy.
Hey, I took a hiatus. I'm sorry.
Trippy's got that diarrhea of the mouth. It's a common thing, and we accept it. But every so often we got to change the defense.
I'm more than one person. Apparently, that's fine.
You are?
Apparently.
Dude, Kimber has doxed like 10 people thinking it was me, and she's been wrong every time. The only time she was right about it was when I gave her a photo that had me pointing at my name. Like I handed this photo to her, and she's convinced it's a fake. This couldn't be the guy.
Nah, you have
to be Mexican.
Wait.
No, she thinks I'm Mexican, and then she thought I was black the week before that, and now I don't even know what I am anymore, dude.
Primo, somos mexicanos.
Sí, papi.
Ajá, tú sabes.
See, I thought initially the first time that I heard you, AP, I thought you were of mixed race.
A lot of people before I did the face reveal, that was the number one comment when I did a face reveal, is that a great number of people thought I was black.
Yeah, a bunch of people did. I didn't think you were anything really. I thought you were AP.
Thought I was black. Yeah.
I was pretty sure you were a frog that knew how to use a computer.
I wish I should have kept that up. That way I'd get away with saying so much shit. Like I wouldn't get my channel yeeted all the time for the N-word.
Yeah, frogs can't be racist.
I'm black. I can say it. What the hell?
Well, right now you're black. I see you on the stream.
According to 23andMe, I'm like 4% black, but I think that comes from my mother's Sicilian heritage. That's just comes with being part Sicilian. It's not enough for an N-word pass, though, unfortunately.
My grandmother always told me that I was one of the original mud people because she was Blackfoot and Shoshone. She was pure native.
Well, your mother lied to you. How does that feel, Doc Rippin?
Well, no. I mean, my mom took everything in stride.
Doc, there's no way I could possibly know better, dude. You do not have to argue that point with me. Well, your mother lied to you. Like I would fucking know.
Yeah.
Father spilled the elderberries.
I'm fucking with you, old man. I'm fucking with you. I'm calling him old man. I'm like 10 years younger than the guy.
Oh man, I tell you, maybe I have lived past because I always put, quality versus quantity. Maybe I have lived past that point where it's no longer quality. I'm just going to quantity now.
You want to kill yourself?
No, because that'd take effort.
No, it doesn't. It takes less effort than to live.
I mean, if I'm going to do like the Nick Cage thing, like leaving Las Vegas, I'll consider that.
No, I mean just like, put a gun in your mouth and pull the trigger and just not exist anymore. Have you ever considered it?
No, because the bullets are too fucking expensive, man.
Good point. Where are you going to find fucking ammo these days? That's the question.
You got to save those for the incoming zombie apocalypse that they'll try to pass off.
I'm
making sure you were mentally healthy, Doc.
Oh, I'm saving all my shoddy rounds for when these fucking Antifa SJWs come back through the neighborhood and start slicing tires and busting windows again.
Almost said the N-word. He wanted to say it so bad. I'm saying my shotgun shells when these Antifas and these SJWs come around. Mm-hmm. We know what you meant, Doc. We know what you meant.
No, because all the black people in my neighborhood have small dogs and skinny jeans.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
So
you're a racist.
You got weak black people over there.
Wouldn't it?
Do they still sag the skinny jeans? Because that's a trend over here.
How
they still sag them.
All the gay men in this neighborhood wear their tight little skinny jeans.
Oh, you live in the gay neighborhood?
Oh, yeah, it's very gay.
Yeah, you won't get robbed. That's usually pretty good real estate down.
No, but that's where Antifa and the SJW show up because they know they're not going to get any resistance when they start breaking shit.
Old gay, I hear, is not happy with this new gay bullshit. So I mean, you might get some of the older guys like that were around in the '60s and '70s, like they may not like that shit. But yeah, for the young people, I don't know. It's not my
82,
community. It's just
82.
Dude, there's a lot of ponytails. A lot of gray ponytails around this neighborhood too. It's like you cannot go more than 3 houses without seeing a pride flag, a Joe Biden lawn sign, or a Black Lives Matter poster in the window.
This sounds a lot
that
like
doctor that insisted that you were awake when he gave you the colonoscopy. Is he from that neighborhood?
No, this is an up and coming neighborhood. Which take that pun
Did he run his fingers through your hair when he was giving you the colonoscopy?
No, but next time I get a prostate examination. So
you got all the holes on your punch card filled up then.
Yeah. This dance card is full.
Hell yeah.
I'm thinking of just wearing a pair of chaps in next time. It'll make it easier for him.
Oh man, let him chase you a little bit, man. Make it fun.
I could try to find like if you ever seen the movie Grease, those pants that Olivia Newton-John wore, they actually sewed her into them. So I could make it a challenge.
The only pants that must have been the very end, right?
Yeah,
like you're talking about the leather pants. Oh, okay, because I'm like, she wore like Doris Day clothes up until then.
Yeah, that was just flip up the hoop skirt and go to town. Whereas at the end, when she turned slay, it would be harder to fuck her because you couldn't get the pants off.
She was super duper cute in Grease.
She was. And then she got paid back by some cosmic entity by giving her breast cancer, and they took both of her tits. And she didn't have a lot to start with.
Terrible shame, man.
Yeah. I always wanted to get physical. I remember that video.
So do I.
I never like to hear about people getting cancer, man. Like, people I hate when I hear about them getting, like, stage 4 cancer. Even then, I'm like, oh, they don't deserve that.
Well,
like, no shit. Like, just to give you an example, not to bring up old shit, but just an example of somebody I would hate, like Tonka. If I heard Tonka got stage 4 fucking pancreatic cancer, I would not say a goddamn negative. Like, that's just the worst way to go. Like, it takes so long, and every day sucks, and you know it's coming. You got a good goddamn long time to think about your mortality before it comes. Ugh.
Oh, dude,
a heart attack is a blessing compared to getting long-term stage 4 cancer, where you're just lingering in pain for a long time.
Well, you know the cancer that Lance Armstrong had, the testicular, that like 83% more mortality rate. It kills most of the people that it
Didn't he have ball cancer?
Yeah, testicular cancer. My brother
will kill people 83% of the time. Can't they just cut your ball off?
Well, what happens is they don't catch it early enough, and it goes right up into your chest, like how my brother's worked out. His testicular cancer spread to where he had scar tissue metastasize over his heart, and he went through it longer than Lance did. He went into remission 4 times in 6 years, and I was there for some of the times, and it was so sad because, you know, it's my older brother. I always kind of looked up to him, and here I was, you know, trying to help him get to the John in time so he didn't shit himself.
It's when you knew someone when they were strong, and then you see what that does to that person, that really sinks in. And
yes,
it makes me shudder to think about that shit.
Yep. And the bright side is when we were sitting there doing history, because I was in there for like 3.5 hours doing stress tests and all that shit. They were like, okay, well, has there been any history of cancer in your family? And I'm like, everybody who's living right now has had some form of cancer. Everybody who's dead had some form of cancer.
Please go live, dude. We're talking about buttholes and scaring me with cancer stories, dude. Please go live, dude. Like right now. I just want to watch Punky Brewster, dude.
Yelling for AP. Or I mean UA. Sorry.
I just want fucking be token, dude. I just want to watch some MASH, dude. Like people that get shot, you know, like let's just make it easy. I'm so scared.
Oh man. But MASH sucks. MASH sucks though, AP.
The one who talked about ass.
I'm just messing with you.
You started a hashtag, Trippy. That's out there in the.
Yeah, I want to start a hashtag assless chaps for AP.
Don't.
Now that's
out there, dude. Now that's out there in the ether. Now that's out there in the zeitgeist somewhere. It will always live on.
We'll just get AP nothing but a wardrobe full of assless chaps. They'll have to wear them to the store. If they go into like
buy a pair of
Walmart.
jeans and ride more horses, you know. I mean,
There you go. Yeah, you can get a pink cowboy hat.
yeah.
I just
Start
hope
doing
this doesn't
raps.
happen. I just hope this doesn't happen in the summertime. 'Cause that would not be. Oof.
Yeah, you don't want to get. Yeah, you heard about my ass in the summer. Yeah.
Yeah.
But winter's coming, so you're fine.
Place.
And the dragons will be here soon. I mean, oops. We don't have any dragons, do we?
My ass was used as the. It was the set for Labyrinth when they killed Artax the horse.
That was weird.
That was deep.
I don't think I've ever seen that movie. It's the one with Bowie.
The Swamp of Sadness.
Yeah.
B token, please.
That was.
I see you in the chat over there, man. Please start a dump, dude. Let me go.
I heard they're gonna make another Labyrinth
I just
movie.
want to go home. I just want to go back to the dump. I just want to watch MASH until 5 in the fucking morning. B token, is that too hard for us? Can we not do that anymore, dude? Can we watch Punky Brewster with some Home Improvement?
Fuck me, token.
Something wholesome, yeah. Gaming and yelling. Like we just want wholesome entertainment, dude. Like
No, we don't.
Gaming just wants to fuck me token.
That doesn't exist here.
No. We can't watch entertainment on YouTube.
Okay.
We're not allowed to watch
I
entertainment.
don't want to get cancer, man.
Okay. You know what? Let's do a panel question.
I don't want to do a penal question. That's the problem, dude. All we're talking about is penises and shit.
No, you don't have to talk about penises if you
It's
don't
a
want
needle
to.
question.
That's okay.
A panel question. Okay, yeah, cool.
Yes. A panel question. Now, this does not involve mortality, but if you could wish any non-fatal disease on a person, you don't necessarily have to say who the person is. You can if you want, but you don't have to. What would that disease be? And let's start with Trippy.
No.
Yes.
No. I don't want to give anybody a fucking fatal disease.
No, I'm saying not a fatal disease.
Okay. I don't know any fatal or non-fatal disease. All right, I'll give Kamala Harris endless acne.
Oh,
Is that good?
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
We're trying to lighten it up and get away from the Reaper here.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Endless acne.
All right. Seamus?
I don't want to give anyone a disease, though. I give enough of them
It hurts.
Caring is sharing.
Oh, well, I don't know. I'll give gaming a constant migraine.
I already get those, you butthole.
Well, get them twice, asshole.
Fuck you.
Get them more harder.
Migraine too. Migraine harder.
Okay,
Mr.
painful
Scott
head, gaming, yelling at some painful head. Okay.
In my chat, Mr. Scott says assless chap disease.
I actually have a list in there. It's all for my ex-wife.
Doesn't say who, but yeah.
Well, I mean, you can, but Pickle.
I say we give somebody something really horrible, like giving Justin Bieber diabetes or something.
That'll work. He's probably already got it. He caught it from that Jonas brother.
Yeah,
I don't think you catch diabetes anally like that, man. I think it's just
all the
think
time.
of AIDS.
That's why I'm not gay.
Is that how you got it?
No.
You
Put me straight, okay?
You have diabetes, sir?
Right, dude, you turn straight and you get diabetes.
It's because he also had sex with the Jonas brother.
Yeah.
See, I can't. I can't see. I can't see a Jonas brother like butt fucking Wilford Brimley. Because Wilford Brimley is the poster child of the diabetes. I don't think he was ever into butt sex.
I actually looked up the worst pain a human can feel. So my answer is going to be my ex-wife, and I'm going to give her complex regional pain syndrome, CRPS. It's incurable, and it's so bad that the very rare neurological condition is nicknamed the suicide disease.
Damn.
Yeah.
What?
Surely Boss Chaos in my chat says shingles.
And I somehow feel like it's still too good for her.
Shirley says shingles for all black women. Surely boss chaos.
Shingles is on here. Sciatica is on this list. Kidney stones.
Oh boy.
Trigeminal neuralgia, endometriosis, gout, acute pancreatitis, stomach or peptic ulcer, and then fibromyalgia because they have to throw a fake one in, I guess.
Yeah. God, don't say that to my ex.
I'll say it to her fucking face. Fibromyalgia is it's a bullshit fucking fake disease that white women use so they can go get painkillers.
Surely asks if your ex is white, AP.
Oh, my ex is white, yeah, but I would like her to get sickle cell anemia if possible. I mean, I don't care. Maybe she'd just be that one white person who can get it. Whatever it takes. Nothing is too evil for that bitch, dude. There's
gaming.
I would give AP gingivitis.
You're a man who likes a challenge.
Love you, AP.
Motherfucker. Rubbing it in.
I mean, not yet.
Oh.
Rubbing it out. That's the rubbing it in.
Exactly.
Rub it out. Rub it in.
You know how they give the babies those little chew toys?
Yeah.
Yeah, think about that, AP.
Okay. Oh. I hope you get kidney stones in your butthole because one of your lovers has kidney stones and actually popped one out in there, and so he pops it twice.
Just pops one out in there, huh?
It's okay. I'll poop it out easier.
Right from the butt. Back to this conversation, huh?
I think I would. It would be one of two things.
Booty stones.
Either
only 10 minutes until he starts playing an actual TV show, and I can sedate this horror.
One of two things. I would go with either giving somebody tongue chlamydia, because that shit will fuck you up for a great long time.
Is it painful?
Yeah, and it can cause like strep throat, and if you still have your tonsils, it will make them become very infected. You can get respiratory diseases quicker with it too.
We had a chlamydia outbreak in my group of friends in my senior year because of one dirty bitch, and as I recall, like the 3 dudes that had it didn't even know they had it, and they just gave them like antibiotics to get rid of it.
Yeah, I had a buddy that had tongue chlamydia.
Must be worse, maybe, like because genital chlamydia, just like they didn't even know they had it, and the bitch was like her pussy stank.
Yeah, a buddy of mine actually had like his tongue like turned white.
Yeah,
and
that's the rush. Yeah,
is it? I don't know what it was, man, but good thing I wasn't going to kiss him, because no.
Yucky.
The other thing that I'd wish is orgasmic migraines.
That's a sign of heart attack, sir. You
Mr. Scott. AP. Mr. Scott, my chance is give AP sex addiction to key lime pie. I don't know what that is. Sex addiction to key lime pie?
Key lime pie without you having to make it a torture device, dude. Like, if I had a key lime pie right now, my dick would be...
Oh, I'm guessing you have to have sex, or you have to have key lime pie in order to make sex work.
About a year before I had the heart attack...
Make sex work.
I was talking about on my show how, like, I got a headache, like a migraine from coming. And somebody, I think it might have been Doc Griffin, it was somebody that came on, like, they messaged me and they were like, dude, you have a cardiac condition, man. Like, that is a symptom of a cardiac condition. But I swear to God, dude.
Yeah,
I would jack off and,
it was a reoccurring headache.
Yeah, like a migraine.
Dude, we talked about that in the old Gulf City days.
And I know, and you let it happen, and I still had 3 fucking heart attacks, man.
I warned you like 40 times.
Doc, you're a monster.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. It's not that, dude.
So I didn't have to jack myself off anymore.
I bet that's what you did too, AP. You were like, it's fine, man. That's not what it is.
I didn't know what it was. I just thought it was a weird thing that happened a couple of times, and then I ended up dying. And
that's how it was for the diabetes with me. That's how I found out I had something, because I thought I was fucking sick. I just thought I had a cold.
Other guy with diabetes fucked you?
No. He didn't tell me. No, not for a few weeks, man. And then I got the call.
I didn't know.
And I was like, I knew I had something wrong with my butthole. It felt extra sweet.
Patrice O'Neal, Wilford Brimley, all homosexuals. I never would have known.
All the time. And Adam Sandler's a diabetic too, so him.
It only takes once.
Holly Berry, she's a diabetic, so she can't have an abortion anymore.
What?
No abortions for lesbians.
That's right. No abortions for lesbians. Oh, that wasn't the show.
Wait.
We weren't on Docs when I said that.
Wait, when did she become a lesbian?
Oh,
All women.
because I said so.
Oh,
That too. Yeah.
oh, because Ellen Page came out and it's like, duh.
We've come full circle now to the conversation that Gaming Yelling walked in on, that he walked out on immediately.
And Ellen
We followed him
DeGeneres.
here, and now it's trying to start again, and I'm not letting it happen. I'm not going to do this to my friend Gaming and Yelling.
I don't care. Bring it on. I'm excited.
Wee.
Okay, the cocaine is kicking in now.
Wee.
The popper's taking hold.
Wee. Don't you mess with his VCR head cleaner.
Let me ask you a question, man. If I had a puppy in front of you and I had a sex worker in front of you, which one would you shoot if I made you shoot one?
Sex worker.
Okay, so a sex worker
It's not too hard.
is lower than a dog, and their life is less valuable than that of a dog. We figured that out now.
Wait a minute.
I got a thing.
Wait a minute. A puppy.
It's just a fact. It's a scientific fact. If you're a sex worker, you are lower than a dog, and your life is worth less than a fucking dog. Period.
But wait a
Well,
minute.
facts.
What if the puppy was a sex worker?
If the puppy's a sex worker, that owner needs to go to jail.
Kill the puppy.
Yeah, then you got to kill the puppy for being a whore. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Both of them, because dirty sex puppy.
Wait. Let's change it. What if it's a sex worker or a YouTube e-thought like AP and I?
I'd kill the sex worker. Yeah, before I kill the game.
Yeah, the sex worker. Yeah.
Are you a sex worker, by the way? I don't want to be talking shit. It's a joke, but I don't want to talk shit once in the room.
I mean, there was this one time, but I didn't know I was getting paid for it.
No, that's just a
AP.
surprise.
AP. He doesn't work at it. It just comes naturally.
Right.
He doesn't have to work for sex.
You love AP. You never work a day in your life.
Do you guys feel like? Whoops, sorry.
What did you say? Starts MASH. I'm out of here. He started MASH. Catch you guys later.
Oh shit. Okay. Taking off to watch Token. I don't feel like chicks that go online and jerk off in front of a camera all day are actually sex workers. I feel like they're professional masturbators, and I feel like somebody should burst their bubble.
Well,
but you're not a sex worker. You jack off for a living.
I don't know. We watched some of the free stuff on Plexstorm one night, and I couldn't help but to be insulting. There was one girl who was bashing that bean, and she literally yawned while she was masturbating.
Well, I mean, it's just mundane for them because they do it every fucking day. And it's like, do you think that half them chicks even feel anything anymore? They've been fucking jerking off with a vibrator for 6 hours a day for the last 6 years or whatever. It's like, I think all your nerves would be, if not damaged, at least partially weakened.
Well, and all the guys I knew, all the guys that I knew in their teens, we jerked off 5-6 times a day.
I still do that.
Yeah, but these are ladies that have been doing it for like 6-7 years and shit, through Chatterbait or whatever. It's like, I think that.
No, I put forward, Trippy, that men know how to do it better than women.
And we only need a hand. We don't need like assistance. And we already have the hand.
Well, no, I mean, we can do it right. Get it done, nut. Whereas, if a woman's if a woman's masturbating, she needs all types of tools, and then at least 30 or 40 minutes. It's like, you know what? I'll take 10, jerk off, be done. I can go about the rest of my damn day.
Not me. Not me. It takes me a long time to do anything.
That's a you problem. Good God.
Probably.
I'm in my 50s, and it's like, yeah, I can nut one off before I have to go out. And
I mean, if you want to. I don't know how you'd wanna. Just do it when you get back home. Do it when you get back home. It's
No.
like I'll never get busted trying to pop a nut on a bus or nothing. I don't think any of us would.
No,
You know?
because now I am convinced, because I watch YouTube and everything that YouTube says is right. I believe I'm being gang stalked by Karens.
Gang stalked by Karens. Is there a name for the guys yet? The male Karens?
No. I mean, the most recent name that I've heard made up, but it's not for the same thing, are Chads. But
Right, but it's kind of in use.
Well, no, but that's something completely different. But that's the last, like, colloquialism where somebody put a name to some type of group.
Yeah. We should call him, like, what's the worst male name?
Chad. Earl.
Chad and Earl? What about, Keith? Last time I said that there was a Keith in the stream.
I'd
I was joking around, too.
I'd go with I'd go with a Carl.
Dexter.
I would go with a
Dexter.
I'd go with a Carl before because Carl is kind of like Karen.
Kind of. Yeah, is there a mirror?
Does it have to begin with the same letter, though?
No, it doesn't. No,
Kenny. No. Just a Kenny. Just there's too many Kennys in the world that would have to get offended by that. Oops.
By the way, JJ, I would still watch an Ellen Page porn if it ever came out. Not a deep fake.
The video game. That one video game she was in. What is it?
Last of Us.
I don't know if it was Last
of Us.
Well,
that other one? It's similar-ish or whatever. It's also a PS PlayStation. That might be the only similarity. Oh, okay.
What is it?
Beyond Two Souls is the game she was in.
Why? Was there like some fucking going on or something?
I don't know. I didn't fucking play it. I have it. I've never played it.
Her player model takes a shower, and some people used the character model in game, and they like zoomed out and found out that the entire body model was there, including like nipples.
Okay.
So they posted a bunch of footage of it, and Ellen Page got pissed off.
Well, it's not like she actually did the mocap for it.
Right. Exactly right. They just used her likeness as a face. But apparently, whoever did the modeling got all the proportions like just right.
They did do actually they did do motion cap for that. So yeah, she did do the mocap and the facial animations.
So was she shaved?
I don't know. I haven't played it.
I didn't see any of the footage. I just watched people talk about it on YouTube.
I would think racing stripe, landing strip,
probably
maybe.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Kind of weird though to be like, I like this CGI model of this chick who's a bad actress.
Let's see.
She's a bad actress. Look at any of her shit. Pay attention. She's a bad actress. You guys.
Well, she was. I kind of had a freaky, weird hotness when she did the movie Super.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you know what? If I was a superhero and I was drunk, I'd fuck her.
Right, not for me, but I okay. She's not the worst looking. You know what I mean? Like she's not disgusting or anything. She's just kind of boyish.
Well, no, I kind of like the aggression that she had. Because
I think it's almost every actor, but once they get some kind of an award, that's when they become pretentious. You know.
And most of the time, when women get those awards, they're either playing a sex worker or a junkie,
right,
or somebody dying of cancer,
right, or mentally. Pickle.
Said a sex working junkie.
There you go. That's a good movie. Let's write it.
Wait, a sex worker junkie who's dying
of crack addiction and cancer AIDS.
Instant Academy Award.
Yeah.
Although
everyone will cry.
It was a time when a girl became a man.
True. I heard Scarlett Johansson was going to be in a movie like that, and then a bunch of people said she wasn't trans enough or something. And the movie got canceled.
Although if Addie were here, he would attest to the beauty of her.
That's
Mhm.
awesome.
I don't know though. With her, she changes like every time I see her in a movie. It looks like she got a new plastic surgery. It's like her upper lip keeps getting like longer. I don't know. She's starting to look awkward to me.
I don't know. She did a movie where she was an alien and did full frontal. And the
Was
thing,
she black doll makeup. No, I'm just kidding.
well, and the thing that made me laugh was because when I looked at the scene, it was like she came in with like, yeah, this body looks great right now. Now I've got it on camera forever.
Right.
That kind of shit. Like when who was it? Kevin Smith's wife, the director Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
She
The redhead chick she was in Strike Back. And then she played one of the cat suit ladies.
Yeah, she was the homeliest of the three too.
Yep.
She was the mean one.
Yeah.
No,
I'd
worst looking lesbian.
The one that kept trying to beat up Jay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she did a nude pose in Playboy, and I was just like, oh God, put it back on.
I always thought when she was in Strike Back that she looked oddly old opposed to the other girls.
Mm-hmm.
It's like she's their mom.
Well, I mean, when you're posing next to who is it? Elijah Dushku, and I forget what the blonde was.
Elizabeth. Shannon Elizabeth.
Shannon Elizabeth.
But yeah, I mean, Elijah Dushku.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's fucking hot.
She seems like she'd kick your ass too. Like you'd get out of bed with her and you'd be bleeding,
dude,
up, and he'd be like, "Yeah, that was fun."
See, like one of my criteria now is if I'm thinking about hooking up with a chick, they better know how to talk dirty. Because I'm at that age where I'm like, I appreciate a foul mouth in the bedroom.
Yeah, but the only problem is she has to be screaming it super loud so you could hear her.
No,
that's cool. He's already married to her.
No, man, I got the Invisa ear. You know, I just plug that in, crank it up a little bit. I'm good. Or teach her sign language. Yeah, Ali Lauder.
Oh.
She was the blonde.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, her. I forgot about that. That's the mean chick in that little group, right? The blonde chick.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you know,
I was wrong.
The more ass whooper version. The other chick was mean too, but she was just like looking mean. She was still mean.
Well, yeah, because Shannon Elizabeth was Boo Boo Kitty Fuck.
Yep. All the rest of them were either together with each other or the pizza boy, fucking being hoes.
Yeah,
being hoes.
Well, honestly, I would have switched places
with the pizza boy.
Yeah, and I would have said, bitches, do your worst.
I think they killed him though, or maybe not.
No, they didn't kill him. They just fucked the shit out of him.
Hate him.
Use him for a few days.
Yeah, it was like Kevin Smith reliving, a 1980s porn fantasy.
Right.
Although I think there is still a website out there that does the pizza delivery guy and fucking.
Probably. Captain Statham from Family Guy.
Yeah.
No,
I'm just fucking around.
I remember I saw.
Go ahead.
I remember I saw one of those pizza scenario porns, and the guy like had his dick poking through the middle of the pizza.
Yeah. And you're like,
that sounds classic.
Hot.
Yeah.
My penis.
I'm like,
the pizza's cool. It's been in the car for 2 days. It's fine.
Cybertest says that the name of that website is Big Sausage Pizza.
Okay. I believe it.
Yeah, I'm kind of into the irony there. By the way, hey, gaming?
Yes.
Did you know you're on day 3?
Oh, cool.
Just to let people know, yeah, we're still running the boss thing. I've almost got the Hall of the Immortals graphic where I like it. So the Hall of the Immortals has not gone away. And gaming is our Streamlabs boss currently. And of course, the rule is if you can get 9 consecutive shows, then you get to join the Hall of the Immortals. So that's what that's about. I'm really not a good e-whore. I can't really do those lines, but it's a fun gimmick. I like it.
I guess I am a good e-whore.
Better than I.
Mm.
I don't know if that's saying much because, I'm low tier.
Shit.
Yeah.
I don't know
That's cool, stream bosses.
If I would have kept on my my trajectory according to my ex-wife. She was saying that by this summer I should have 1,000 subs, and I'm like,
cool.
No, I don't see that happening.
I was at 420 and somebody else subbed, so now I'm at 419. I keep bouncing around though. YouTube's being stupid.
I can try and resub if I can find your channel.
Oh yeah, It was you that unsubbed. You bastard. I love you.
I'm sitting at cozy fucking 58 over here, boys.
Yeah,
212, 214.
You're proposing to 58 different women?
Changes.
Well, and it's go ahead.
I don't know how many I have. I forgot.
Well, just because I'm looking at the watch page, I know how many I have.
Mm.
And they were like, "You're minus blank subscribers in a month," and I'm like, "Yeah, give no fucks. I don't care."
Like 3.
Mine's actually I think it's partially thanks to the Vanilla Gorilla Pinoid that my viewership has gone up and stuff.
Cool.
And of course, the quality of your guests have gone up as well.
Fuck you, Doc.
I still haven't gotten an inquiry from Blue Parasite wanting to come on.
What happened?
Don't.
Not informed on anything gaming.
Well, if you come to my show more often, you piece of shit. I mean,
what happened?
No,
mm-hmm.
You don't get to know the words. They're hard.
Well, I'm usually the one that pisses people off.
All I will say is that that Blue Parasite is a little bit special.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Every time you guys tell me that, it ends up being way more than a little bit.
But that's how sarcasm works, Drippy.
Stop pretending to try to be nice. We're past it. No, I'm just kidding. It's nice to try to be nice.
See, that's why it's always good to have Addy in the pocket, because he gives no fucks about sharing his opinion, and he's the on the spot reporter.
Mm-hmm.
So he will drop the 411. The knowledge is his, and he's pretty entertaining when he does it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Addy always talks about him being mean and shit, but I'm so used to the way that he talks that when he starts going into those rants, I get giddy. I laugh. I think it's funny as hell.
Me too. People tell him he digs in too much, but that's just what he wants to do. You got to let it out somehow when you're pissed, right?
Well,
Addy has a specific way of going off on folk.
See, I think what Josh was saying in the chat is that Trippy really needs to invite Blue Parasite onto his stream.
Oh boy, I feel like Pickle's over there. No,
he's saying.
Pickle?
I didn't say shit.
I feel like I can smell it.
And Taz has a hate erection. So
already.
There you go.
Taz,
he's saying he's the new Dark Ninja, but with low effort.
Well, that's nothing then. That's like -2. I don't know on what scale, but -2.
He's the kind of person who pulls like old insults from 80s sitcoms.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he's about that sharp when it comes to comebacks. And good God, like there was one stream where everybody was going in on him. And then they're like, hey, such and such wants to come in. It's like, good, let's make fun of him. It's
okay.
It's like, dude, no, he's going to come in and yeah, he's going to come in and rip on you. So
there you go. Yeah, some people just don't know what's going on with that shit.
Yeah,
I can't tell you, man, how many times I talk shit straight to that chick, Sarah, and she would still stick around. And like that one night, I don't know if Gaiman was around. I know Pickle was, but I think I told her I hated her. I was like, I fucking hate you. I don't like anything about you.
Wait, who?
That Sarah chick back when she was still with him.
Dude, I was never around you guys when you guys knew that lady. I never passed with her.
You mean Hatcherby?
Yeah,
yep.
I never met her.
She was what was she going by? Queen of the South?
Yeah.
And she got creepy real quick with me.
Poor little Moxley. Pickle.
Yeah, she ran off our little buddy.
Poor little Moxley. She wanted to do things to his picture. And she kept saying he was sexy in his picture, and I don't think he ever sent her one of him. And at the time, he had an avatar from a video game as his photo on Twitter. And I'm not 100%, but she might have thought that avatar was a real person.
That's pretty awesome.
It was from the WWE game.
Yeah, I was never around you guys before any of that stuff.
That shit was weird, man. I don't think you would have liked her. I really don't.
She was one of the few people where instead of having it around, because I'm sure it would have been part of a criminal investigation, I always deleted her tweets to me.
Oh yeah.
She was fucking creepy, man. You know,
crazy.
I'm like, hey, I got a ring on my finger, and she's like, well, you can just take it off for me. I'm like, no.
Wow.
Yuck.
I'm like, no, I've seen you. I like big women, but I don't like big unhygienic women.
Right. That's nasty.
But
if you have unhygienic bitches.
But she's still dead. So there you go.
Yeah, I think so. Not convinced either way.
Somebody came to me with the obit, and it's just like, oh man, this is the ultimate troll.
I saw it, but she also told us on the fucking cunt stream a few weeks before that her sister had died in some kind of gunshot incident. So it's like I don't even know what to believe, man, with that bitch. Her sister died and then she dies. That's a little iffy.
Yeah, but that was also a ways before the accident. So
it was like probably 6 months.
Well, but the picture that they used in the obit looks like off of somebody's camera phone at a Denny's.
Mm-hmm. It does.
I'm just
I don't know if she ever existed, man. She could have been going by somebody else who died's name.
I mean, with a person like that, I'm sure she was the kind of girl that hit glamour shots every year just to see if she got any better looking.
At the mall, yeah.
Yeah.
She did.
Probably. Probably not getting any better looking now.
Yeah, I mean, I would.
She might look better now than she. I probably shouldn't say. Yeah, she might look better now, Pickle, than she did then. She's probably at least lost a little weight.
I mean, maybe.
I'll use the number one line I hear at all the funerals. Well, she looks peaceful.
Uh-huh. I bet she had at least one real life friend who used to try to hook her up with dudes by telling them that she had a good personality.
Or the whole thing of if you want to, or the whole thing of, you know, if you want to fuck me, you have to find somebody to fuck my friend.
Ugh. Yuck.
Wingman the shit out of that.
Yeah.
I've been in that situation, man, and as long as people are buying me the drinks, I think I'm okay with it.
There you go. I guess. But if she's ugly and gives you something?
They invented condoms for a reason, man. I've been wrapping my rascal since the 80s.
Yeah. So it's condoms came out. Yep.
Yeah,
Since
we had to slaughter the lambs to make our own condoms.
Yes.
You mean
that's
dinosaurs?
correct. Actually, if you guys really want to know something disgusting, I heard ancient Egyptians used to use alligator turds as condoms.
How?
And slices of lemons as well. Like they would leave it out and dry it in the sun. I don't know how the hell you'd still use it as a condom. But that's what they claim. The first condom was an alligator turd.
No, there were different condoms even before that.
They used lemon slices as contraceptives at one point. Just stick a lemon slice up in there. Supposedly, it killed the little swimmers.
Is it because they were Kangs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Plus, I would guess if you just stuck a whole slice of lemon inside your girlfriend, it would feel like you were poking through something. I guess it was probably just for gratification. I have no idea what lemon juice would do to semen.
But man,
it doesn't do anything.
And if there was an open wound, ow.
Oh, burn. I guess you'd find out if she had something pretty quick.
Yeah.
But
maybe
I guess everybody had something back then because they didn't have any way to stop it from happening.
Well, that's probably why they did it in the first place. Sprayed it down with lemon juice, and if they shrieked, then they didn't get fucked.
She's like, lets out some like pterodactyl noise, and you're like, "Yeah, I'm not banging you, bitch."
It's like a vag alarm.
Yeah,
it's very much like a vag alarm.
Mm-hmm.
Danger, Will Robinson.
Vag alarm 3000. It's part of the Michael Knight kit, or Michael Knight and kit. They have the vag alarm. I'm sure.
I was kind of a fan of Knight Rider.
It's like, did you put a vag alarm in kit? No, then I'm not driving it. And he was the Hoff, and it was the 80s, so people didn't hassle the Hoff.
See, I still go back to the fact that I know Samuel L. Jackson, when he played Nick Fury, the artist who did him, who drew him for Marvel Ultimates, used Nick Fury, used his Nick Fury, literally as Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, it was before he even gave him permission.
Yeah. But I still think David Hasselhoff did a good job as Nick Fury.
Shirley in my chat says lime powder douche. But I never saw Hasselhoff's Nick Fury. It was a TV movie, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's cheesy, but
I heard he was pissed when he said they didn't call him for this movie, for the Avengers or whatever. He said he was mad.
I think they knew which way the wind was blowing on that one because he was white, and they already had too many white people in the Avengers.
Mm-hmm. That's why they added Hawk, Bird. What's that guy's name?
Falcon.
Sorry, I couldn't remember his name for whatever reason.
Nobody does.
Well, I mean, they had a green guy.
Black Falcon. His name would have been Black Falcon. They should have just ran with it. I mean, why can Black Lightning be a character, but Black Falcon can't? I feel like that's racist.
Did you guys ever watch any of the Black Lightning series?
No.
Oof. Apparently, it got a third season, but I watched the first two seasons where they found the whitest black guy possible to make
the bad guy.
Yeah.
I heard that from somewhere else too about that show. It's like they got a light-skinned guy on purpose to be their baddie.
Yeah. Without a doubt. An albino black guy.
Wow.
And I think
that seems racist.
I think they whitened him up a little bit. I don't really think that he was an albino black guy. I've seen an albino black guy, and you, sir, are no albino black guy.
Mm-hmm.
I've used the word
he just
black
Sean
guy.
King? Is it Sean King?
No, he's actually whiter than Sean King. But then again, I have a feeling Sean King spends a lot of time at the tanning booth.
Yeah, maybe less than he should. But
Like, no, I can be blacker, I swear.
yeah,
He should have called Rachel Dolezal up.
right. She'd at least give him the right facial creams.
Yeah.
Shit. Like, man, you need some of this shit to make your hair nappy.
You ain't gonna
like,
get
yeah,
no
there's
short
your camera.
nappies.
Right.
You,
He just shaves his hair and dyes it black. Have you seen the pictures of Sean King when he was a kid?
Yeah.
Got that Jufro going.
Oh, yeah. You gotta work it.
Mm-hmm. That shit's hilarious. I wonder if there's any like Kamala Harris as a kid pics, like, you know, her in Christmas time and shit. And you like, it'd be funny as fuck if you look at the pictures and she's got super dark skin.
Well, I'm surprised.
Like, wait, what the fuck happened?
I'm surprised there's nothing adult on Pornhub for Kamala.
No, did you search? I haven't.
I did.
I was scared.
There's a parody, but there's no real Kamala.
Mm-hmm.
I think all the mayors whose dicks that she sucked.
What's his name? Willie Brown.
Yeah, they just keep those to themselves. You know, memories.
Irate. I mean, I said irate again. I keep calling you irate tonight, Doc. Camera phones weren't as prevalent back then, you know, so that's probably got a lot to do with it. You know, they just didn't film as much.
Well, but dude, Bob Crane, before he got his brains bashed in, was filming all of his porn shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the earliest versions of Betamax and VHS. So,
okay.
And that was kind of around the same time. So,
I didn't even think about it.
I'm sure. I'm sure if this whole presidential thing doesn't work out for her, that she could go back to the sex industry. But then again, the sex industry, not as sleazy as the political realm.
Damn, I bet, man.
Although I'm really hoping that all this shit falls to Trump going back in. But
me too.
The masochist in me, the troll in me, would be like, well, 4 years with Biden and Kamala, this might be just. This would be the preview of the apocalypse, but as long as you have enough popcorn, it'd be entertaining to watch.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I agree. But I mean, I think the funniest thing that would come out of Joe Biden victory is the downfall of a ton of different media. Because I think CNN wouldn't have anything to do. You know, like they'd have nothing to bitch about except for him being a lame duck. That's about all they're gonna have to bitch about, right?
Yeah.
I mean, supposedly he's progressive, even though that's questionable, extremely. But yeah. If you give me a hot second, Doc, just let me shut down on my channel.
Oh.
Yeah, I just wanted to say good night, channel. Bye, guys. I'm going to Doc's and staying at Doc's for a minute. Bye. You guys want to say bye to my channel?
Bye, your channel.
Bye, my channel. Bye. Okay, stream's over. Okay, I ended it. Thanks, Doc.
You know, I just keep thinking about this, and you know, there's people around this neighborhood that consistently will gather on street corners with their little dogs and talk politics, and it's like, you guys don't know shit.
You're right, I don't.
Yeah, they don't know a goddamn thing, and it's like, really, do you really think Joe Biden's going to increase the job market? They've already said that they're against
raise taxes.
Well, they're against the fossil fuel industry.
Yep, they've said it over and over and over again.
And if you remember, that's one of the things Obama came in and shut down, and threw several states into a financial depression.
Yeah, and we had to get our oil and gas from other countries.
Yeah.
We still got to get it from somewhere, and right now we're getting it from us. we're in the best situation with that right now.
Yeah, that's
we're
why
self-sufficient.
I don't know what gas is around you guys, but it's under $2 here.
Same. It's like $1 or something. I forget what. I don't buy it, so.
Yeah, I went buy one yesterday, and it was $1.79.
Wow. I think it's about that here.
I was fucking amazed.
Might be a little bit lower, but I'm not 100%.
Hey, wait. Hey, gaming. Come out and play. What is he? He's either eating or getting laid.
Maybe he's doing it at the same time, and he's running the gamut.
Yeah,
the gambit.
Yeah. You should ask him about the burrito story that he shared today.
Okay.
I'm not gonna.
Where's he at?
I can't. I don't know.
I can't find him. I don't know where he is, man. He dipped on us. He's making tacos and burritos.
I don't know. His name keeps flashing, but he's off doing some shits.
He's singing "What's Inside Your Butthole."
I know what's inside mine.
Well, yeah, you got it checked out.
Oh, I'll know clinically next week.
Mm-hmm.
Good God, they said I've got about 3 weeks worth of testing.
Wow.
I got to run blood tests, got to run urine tests. I think they actually want me to do the whole physical PT test. Where you do the jogging thing, and I'm like, motherfucker, I haven't jogged in 20 years, so good luck.
Right.
I mean, work within my boundaries.
Yeah.
I have no idea what the hell. There we go. Okay, that works. Yeah, so I've got the ones that he mentioned to me. There's like 8 of them, and I said, listen, my 3 priorities are: I make sure that I'm regulating my blood sugar, which means getting back on insulin. That
Yes.
I'm able to control this diabetic neuropathy, which is slowly turning my body into a tomb where I can't feel anything.
Yeah.
And that means get back on the gabapentin. And the third thing was I would like to sleep more than 4 hours a night.
Yeah. You need that recharge time.
Yeah, so I want to get back on the Ambien. And the only thing he said was, well, I don't know if Ambien's going to be the right thing. And I was like, okay, well, I know I've been here for 3 hours, so let's have this discussion next time.
Yeah.
Well, no, I told him, I said, listen, if I've got trouble sleeping now, it's indica.
There you go.
And he's like, what's that? And the medical student goes, marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yeah, because the only other alternative I have, because I try the OTC sleeping pills, no dice. And
Right.
I can drink myself into a stupor. I have a very appreciable liquor cabinet, so I can get it done that way. I'd prefer not to, because that's probably going to cause more problems than it's going to solve down the road. So yeah, just put me back on Ambien. And he's like, well, we'll talk about it.
Damn.
And I'm like, great. We'll talk about it means he don't want to fucking do it.
Right.
I just want my house clean. That's it. I want my fucking house clean. Addie keeps telling me that I need to hire an 18-year-old shirtless boy.
Well, he tends to tell people things like that.
Sure.
I'm like, that's just not going to work out, Addie. I mean, I know he's going to be indoors the whole time, but shirtless? No, he's going to catch himself on a nail or something.
Right. You don't want to get sued.
Yeah. I don't want anybody to get tetanus if they don't have to. By the way, they kept reinforcing the whole thing about, we'll get you that flu shot. I'm like, no, you won't. And they're like, well, what do you mean? Have you already had a flu shot? And I was like, no, and I will not take a flu shot. They're like, well, why is that?
You get sick like me.
Yeah, for the logical reason that every time I had a flu shot consecutively, I get a flu shot, and within a week,
You get the flu.
Yep, I would be sick. And he's like, "Oh,
My
so
doctor swears that you don't get the flu from the shot." I'm like, "But you inject yourself with a small amount of the flu. So how are you going to tell me you're not catching the flu?"
yeah."
You don't like those questions. You don't like it when you kind of know.
Yeah,
I feel like you're 2 inches away from being the know-it-all guy. You know.
Well, and he was like, "So, if we get in the COVID um, uh, booster shot, are you going to take that?" And I was like, "You know what? I treat
Sorry.
I treat a COVID. I treat COVID vaccines like I would treat Windows 7." And I did not bother to buy Windows 7 until it was out 2 years later and they'd fixed all the bugs. I'm not going to be a test subject for whatever this fucking thing is. And they're like, "Well, you're in one of the risk groups." And I was like, "You know what? Being alive is in the risk group. I will take my chances. I will live my life as best as I can. And if some shit comes and takes me, that's because it was supposed to." I'm pretty existential when it comes to this stuff. So if something's going to take me down, okay, something's going to take me down. I'm not going to be able to stop it. It's fate. La forza del destino.
It's like I keep seeing people on Facebook, and they're like, they're posting shit like, "I don't care about the election, just fix the COVID problem." It's like, but the COVID problem's nowhere near as bad as you seem to think it is.
Oh yeah, my older brother is like, "Oh well, it's worse than we thought." And I was like, "Dude, it has
way better than we thought."
it has a lower infection rate. It has a lower mortality rate than the swine flu had. And you weren't really worried about the swine flu, were you?
Right. It's because Barack Obama didn't tell everybody to be worried about it.
Yeah.
Maybe not him necessarily by himself, but you get my drift.
It's a tool. It's a tool that they use.
Yeah. It is a tool. Everybody's been using it. They've been using it to shut down businesses. They've been using it to shut down fucking just everything. Just stop you from having any kind of fun. And they take it away and they take and take and take. And they've noticed that nobody's doing any real pushback yet.
Yeah, I mean, the two big things that you use to control a populace is fear and force.
Mm-hmm. And then you entertain them into staying quiet.
Yeah,
entertain them is what you're supposed to do, but they shut down that industry too. So I guess they don't want it anymore.
I'm still literally befuddled. I don't know. I don't know why there are people out there who aren't seeing the tornado coming. It's touched down.
I know.
And it's going to come through, and it's going to take. It can only be the fact of, you know what, they'll be easier controllable if we can get everybody to be on the government is my daddy, or referring back to one of my favorite
sci-fi because they'll run out of money too quick.
Well, one of my favorite sci-fi shows, Babylon 5. They have a group of people who are telepaths and telekinetics called the Psi Corps. And anytime they refer back to it, they say core is mother, core is father.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where they want it to go.
I think you're right. A hive mind kind of, right? Everybody thinks the same, so nobody decides to actually stand up.
Yeah, right? I mean, people are just like, well, when COVID first hit, they're like, well, hell, if the place I work gets shut down, I get to draw more money on unemployment and don't even have to do dick. I don't have to work my job.
Quick. They kind of stopped that, didn't they? Or is it still happening?
It's still going.
Yeah, it's still, yeah.
Executive order, something that they keep fucking.
That bullshit. My governor tried to put up a executive order, and nobody's listening to her because they know she doesn't have any power. Governor Whitmer.
Oh God, Yeah, you're living in a state of grace.
I dislike that woman.
She's.
I don't want to say anything worse
idiot.
than that. You know what I mean? Like, and fuck her and all that, but like, I don't want to say too much on my feelings of that fucking witch.
Well, and the funny thing about it is, the one who's fucking up Detroit, at least she's only a mayor. Whitmer as governor is fucking everything up. It's statewide. By the way, NBC had an article that really fucking confused me.
What's that?
That they were talking about how Joe Biden, once he gets into office, quote unquote, should pardon Donald Trump.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was like, pardon him for what? He hasn't done anything illegal.
Yeah.
If he did, you guys would have arrested him years ago.
They kind of say in this article it's treasonous to disrupt the election process.
Yeah, okay.
And
the only people that are disrupting the process is the ones who announced who was victor way too soon and fucked it up, and everybody listened to them. You know, those are the people who really interfered. Fox did it. Fucking, I know they did. Hell, didn't most channels do something? Like, I knew CNN was gonna fucking call it because they were just, you know, it's CNN. I didn't expect Fox to do that shit when they were calling states too soon.
Oh, Fox was on the bandwagon, dude. They have been ever since
that. I expected them to release their, you know, their bias and shit. Like, just, you know, I figured they'd flip sides slower, is what I was gonna say.
And I mean, the only thing that they're saying is that the pardon will happen to eliminate all of Trump's potential criminal exposure. It's like, what?
Okay.
You guys have already tried to bounce him from the office like 2 or 3 different times with scandals and shit, and he was Teflon. He's like, you guys are fucking wrong. Here's evidence to show that you are fucking wrong.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Absolutely, man.
You can't trust white people.
That's why Joe Biden shouldn't be in the White House.
Oh, that's okay.
He shouldn't be in there at all. Nowhere near it. The closest he ever should have got wasn't even vice. But he's, you know, that's close enough to the presidency.
Dude,
I think he's got far enough.
He's going to be as active as, you know, the FICA tree that's in the Oval Office.
Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, the people who didn't see this, that this was a tactic to get Kamala in as president, you people are fucking idiots. I called this a long time ago when they started doing the presidential runoffs for the DNC.
Right. You knew it. Like, she stood out as that's going to be that dude's vice.
Yeah,
I could smell it all over her.
Yeah, that's well. I'm like, wait a minute. That's who the Democrats want. That's who the Democrats
their
need.
Actual pick.
Yeah. And creepy pedo Joe is just you know, he's a scarecrow.
Absolutely. But try to tell somebody that who's convinced otherwise, and good God.
Yeah, I cannot have a rational discussion with my friends on the left anymore because they don't want to. Yeah, they don't want to have a discussion. It's just a yelling match and talking points.
And every one of their points is 100% fact and cannot be budged.
Yeah.
Cannot be budged until you show them exact opposite, and then their response is usually, "Oh, I'll have to look into that. I've never heard that before." Right? Have you gotten anybody to that point? Because I keep getting people to that point where they're like, "Oh, you're right. I'm gonna have to look into that," or they don't say you're right. They just say, "I'm gonna have to look into that for myself." Shit like that. And it's like, aren't we family? You're supposed to kind of trust your family a little bit, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm like, due diligence. Here's the fucking links. Read them. And I'm not quote sourcing all like right or conservatives. I'm like, here's what the left is saying, here's what the right is saying, and once again, if you have common sense, the truth is in the middle somewhere.
Absolutely. got to hear both sides and pick which one you think, or which parts you think are the right one. You got to decipher it for yourself, like it's fucking codex. If you don't, then you're only getting one side, and one side's usually, gonna be biased. I don't think there's a way out of that.
By the way, good morning to Fat Andy in the chat.
Hey, Fat Andy.
That's the thing. It's just that's what drove me nuts, because common sense went out the fucking window. I will say in 2016, I voted for Trump because the other side pissed me off. Because they kept saying, oh, he's bad this way and he's bad that way. And I'm like, there's no real evidence. The only thing you guys have is a private conversation of the, women will let you do things. They'll even let you grab them by the pussy.
When you get all that fame and money.
When the person you're trying to get into office wants to grab people underage by the pussy.
Well, at least by the back of the head and sniff. If not.
God. The one that keeps circulating is the one where it looks like he's tweaking the little girl's nipple.
Oh, jeez.
I'm just like, I never want to throw pedo accusations at anybody, but he's just flat out goddamn creepy.
Creepy as fuck. Yeah.
And he's so goddamn brain addled.
Yep. Well, 2 brain surgeries will do that to you when they happened in the 80s. Like he had 2 brain surgeries in the 80s. And people are like, yeah, he's a fine guy to be our president. Yeah, it doesn't seem like that's going to bother anything. A guy that's had 2 brain surgeries. Sure.
Well, what he's saying, running for Congress?
Running for Congress.
Why?
What was it? What did he say? 2023 or something like that? He said like the wrong year, I believe. He also, if I remember this right, he was talking about that Corvette he's got, and he called it a 63. And I think his Corvette's actually a 60. Just 60 or 59.
Well, speaking as
he said the wrong year is what I'm getting at.
Well, speaking as a person who has suffered brain damage, yeah, the math goes first, and then goes the words.
He's never been good with numbers, so it's even worse. Joe Biden's always fucked numbers up. You can see like old shit back when he was just a senator, when he still had color in his hair, and it wasn't all hair plugs. Well, it probably was. But...
Oh, dude, I went back and watched the Clarence Thomas hearing.
Mm-hmm.
He was a total fucking dick to Clarence Thomas.
He's like a little boy that just got his first little dose of power. But he always acts like that.
To me, it felt like that he was on Daddy's plantation, and he decided to abuse the Negroes because they knew that if they raised a hand to him, that Daddy would have him chained up or killed.
There you go.
That's what it feels like, or felt like when I watched that. I'm just like, he's being a dick just because he wants to be a dick. But then again,
right, and he knows there's no consequences.
But with the Amy Coney Barrett hearing,
yeah,
they were just shitting all over her too. So this isn't anything that's.
They tried. They really couldn't do shit to her because she literally had the fucking spotless thing, unless they were talking behind her back saying like, "Oh, she's racist because she adopted 2 Haitian children."
Have you, Gaming, ever been brought before a court because of sexual actions? It's like, what the fuck kind of question is that?
Yeah, I mean, talking about her sexual preferences, it's like,
question is that?
Fuck and you, bitch. Shut up.
Doc, sexual preference is a term that might offend some people.
Well, fuck them too.
They changed the damn definition in the damn dictionary, man.
I mean, that's the thing that really blew my mind. Was like, it's like that senator was diddling herself underneath the desk.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh yes, that was a good question." Oh wait, she's Asian, isn't she?
Yeah.
Okay, good voice then. It's a good question. I like my penis or my clit. She's like, I like my clit. It tore up nice.
Because you know what? If you ask that shit like to somebody in a bar or in a job interview,
sexual harassment charges.
Yeah, I mean, you either get slapped at the bar or suit at the bench.
Right. It'd be funny as fuck if she was like, "Have you ever sucked your boss's cock for a job?" You know, she wanted to ask her that.
Oh, dude, I thought she was gonna go, "Do you swallow?"
Yeah. You know, she wanted to ask those questions.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're
right. She was probably flicking the bean.
You know, sitting there going, you know, is this shirt too tight? Can you see my nipples through it? Does it turn you on?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, by the way, JJ, can you hear me better now?
He's got a shirt where you can see his nipples too.
And
duh.
And
Yeah,
I don't,
yeah, that one.
and I don't know why JJ doesn't deem to stop in anymore.
He's too good.
Yeah, that's the opinion I'm formulating. Oh fuck! You know what? We've only been running for 2 hours.
No,
and I'm tired. I
Good
am.
morning.
Me too, but I got high on my streams. I'm still buzzed.
No, dude, my indica is in that red glass case where, you know, only break it open in case of emergencies.
Yeah.
Although I'm sitting here and they keep coming to me with this, oh, it's named this, it's named that. And I'm like, what the fuck do I care? I've got
I don't give a shit what the name of it's monkey fuck, as long as it's good weed.
I've got 2 types sitting here that are medical grade sativa. And
Nice.
and it's just like, I don't need a speedy, you know, mind high, body high kind of deal. I need something that's going to relax me completely and let me go to bed. I don't want to go clean anything when it's, you know, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I want to get the fucking bed.
Right.
I blame it on white people.
Well, it is 4 in the morning for me, so I think I'm gonna jump out, y'all.
Hmm.
Well, it's nice talking with you guys.
Yeah, it's time to end the stream because I need to take out my.
Yeah.
Catch y'all later.
Thanks for stopping by, Trippy.
Bye, everybody in the chat. Give Doc money.
Bye, Trappy Poop.
Nice, Trappy.
Trappy? Oh my. Not gonna even ask. Yeah. Let's go ahead and wind this down, guys. You got anything you want to show?
Watch my show. I'll give you AIDS. Yay!
Yay! Pickle?
Wait. Let me do it. Watch
Okay.
Pickle's show. He'll give you AIDS too. Yay!
That's a good thing. By Parkle?
Parker.
Okay. I don't have anything to promote. You guys know that I'm trying to get Dr. On Call back up on its feet. I've got a few commitments, but it's one of those let's see how they go kind of deal because IRLs can get kind of flaky. But once I've got a set schedule, I will start announcing people that I will be talking to. I'll be completely honest, I'm a bit trepidatious just because of the fact that I don't feel as smart as I did back when I started Dr. On Call. It's a weird thing to say, but yeah, I'm a little bit paranoid that I'm not going to do the job that I want to do. And it's okay to be selfish.
One way to find out.
Yeah, I know. I can't dip my toe in the water. I have to jump straight into the pool. But yeah, I've got another obscure excellence. I've got another obscure excellence show that I'm going to be doing. So that's in the pipeline. And for those of you who don't know, I'm starting up a brand new channel. It's going to be about rock hounding because I love the beauty of geology. So, okay. Stop this ramble, and I'd like to thank everybody who was on the stream I'd like to thank everybody who was in the chat. And until I find an actual closing phrase, good night, everybody.